This podcast contains dumbasses doing dumbass things. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and we're back. Oh my god. Hello. What is this? Season, 812. We are still in Tribor. Everything's golden.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Wait, really? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It was all a joke. It was all a dream.
It was all a dream.
Really in hell.
Welcome to Dice Rolls Can't Kill Season 3. This is going to be interesting. Who knows what the fuck's going to happen this time around? Yeah. Anything
It's a god
to say
now.
before we get started? I'm just kind
I
of
missed you guys.
That's so cringe. Like,
New merch is out.
oh
New
yeah,
merch.
oh my god, we have actual stuff
I
to
haven't
promote.
seen it yet.
What?
Yeah, now they will.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
we
now
have
they will
actual
have.
stuff to promote now.
Oh,
We actually have
Three
stuff to
things
promote, guys.
We have
Wow.
a couple of stuff.
So
Yeah.
first thing first, I will say I'll lead it off. We'll get this down to a more basic system next episode. We're just jumping right into this. Either way, firstly, we got merch, everyone. Gasp, shock. I know, crazy. If you all want to check out the Redbubble that we have, I'm going to post it in the link of this video and include it with all other videos ahead of us. We got merch, we got t-shirts, we got other stuff. Yeah, go check it out. I know I'm great at marketing, aren't I? I should.
Oh my
really-
God.
I'm a big fan of the other stuff.
We have to give a huge shout out to our friends over at Dicescape for their awesome promotion of us. So now we're awesomely promoting them, except we don't have a trailer for them like they did for us. So go check out Dicescape.
We'll put it in the link down below as well.
I'm in
Huge,
their
thank you so
new
much.
show, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And you should give them some
Very
love.
good. Also, just giving y'all a little heads up, we also got a new apparent podcast. Apparently, like an after hours kind of thing with Charisma Check. Little after hours show that came out last week. I know, crazy. It just appeared. I know. Someone, snuck into the recording studio.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
Just
talking
stole our
about.
audio files.
Wow.
Don't know what you're
Stuck
talking about.
in.
I don't know what
Players
you're talking about, man.
Either way, go check that out as
Who
well.
would do
We'll also,
that?
I know, it's so rude, Ryan. Anyway, are we ready? I
Yes.
think we're ready. Last time we left off, this intrepid band of adventurers delved deep into a Zentarim hideout in order to do one thing and one thing only: retrieve a shard, and possibly, as well, a little side hustle, take out an enemy along the way. Of course, though bodies and bodies of dead piled up in the caves as they cleaved their way through, they found themselves outnumbered continuously, outgunned, outmanned, and of course, wounded beyond compare. When they tried to find their moment of respite, Neve was taken away by an old enemy, tormented by the leader of the Zentrum hideout, Garrus. And before the party could find them saved, everything shifted. Everything changed. The pain, the emotion, everything that occurred within that battle all summoned something. Reality shifted. The fates changed. And mayhaps this band of adventurers have now ignited a path upon themselves that have made them into the freest entities of this realm. Ones who have absolute control over their willpower or absolute damnation of themselves. A small boy was seen by Neve, shared in her pain, but above all else, he felt something else, a calling of something else that plunged him to his knees and thrust the world around you into a vacuumous pit that pulled you deep into the earth, through the realms, as all of you awoke, changed, torn apart and built together almost once again, but in a different world, in a different land, in the realms of hell. A dragon stepped upon Garrus and his men as it flew off into the red horizon, leaving all of you to stand with one question. Why are you here? Yet another arises. How will you escape?
I have chills. That was awesome.
All right. So, all of you, you stand above red sooted ground. Crimson mountains and blackened soot-like spires range in the far distant craggy landscape that scales about. The heat for practically all of you is unbearable. But all of you have risen, the dragon has flown off, and now you stand amongst yourselves. What do you do?
I think after informing the others as to where we are, Mary will quickly once again just kind of give a once over everybody. You know, she did one to kind of just make sure that they were okay, like kind of a medicine check I believe I rolled earlier. But then she's gonna give another glance over just to like make sure that everybody is there first of all. But also to make sure that like nobody has begun to like wander off or like is in any distress. And then finally, once she kind of does like a mental attendance check in her head that everybody's here, she's gonna make her way over to Neve, and she's going to place a very gentle hand on Neve's shoulder, and she's going to go, "Are you all right?"
The hand on Neve's shoulder is gonna make her jump. She's currently like hurled into a ball on the ground, basically, like knees to her chest. And the crystal is still in her hand. So she's like staring at it. She's so confused. I don't think she's adjusted to anything yet, so she kind of like doesn't know what's happening. You're not really getting much from her, I'd say.
Mary will kneel in front of Neve and just go, "Hey, look at me for a moment.
Her head jolts up.
Take a deep breath in. Let it out.
And she does.
Just yes or no, are you all right?"
And she'll kind of like survey her body. And she'll nod.
Okay. Do you need a moment before we begin to plan where to go from here?
She doesn't know what to respond. You just see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're amongst friends now. Or whatever you call our group of misfits here. You're as safe as you can be while you're among us. So if you need a moment, we can wait here until you're ready to move.
Okay.
At that, Mary will kind of stand up and once again just kind of survey the party, see if there's anyone else that she kind of needs to like help decompress or just kind of like help I guess process where they are.
Okay. How is the rest of the party doing?
Atlas is staring where Garrus and the others got crushed. In just like shock, like that could have been us. We could have been eaten or crushed. He's just gonna go quiet.
Alan's gonna shake himself off, and he's just gonna look around. He's gonna look and see if there's any other danger.
Roll a perception check, if you could. 13. You gaze the horizon. Volcanoes erupt in the distance. The smell of iron lies on the wind. The air almost feels stale and hot, and you see on yourself, you are visibly starting to sweat more and more the longer you sort of stand here.
Oh, we gotta get out of here. We gotta move. We gotta. Is everyone okay? Sound off. One.
I think so. As you look at Liam with his reply, you can tell his reaction isn't really at the location. He's looking at his hands, and he seems confused and somewhat focused.
Liam, you look at your hands, and in the palms of your hands are two strange, like, eldritch swirls at your palms. That sort of swirl at the basin and then twist and turn, kind of like a sigil that you cannot comprehend.
Does he know it's like an arcane or holy thing?
It does have hints of arcana in nature, but it's old.
Okay. It is literally just lack of knowledge then.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and you could tell that Liam is definitely focused on something else.
Do we have an idea
look
where
at
we
his
want to
hands?
go?
Maybe is there a cave nearby? If that dragon comes back, it would be, well, in the open.
Mary will also give a glance around just to see if she can find anything.
If everybody wants to make a perception check for me.
Nice.
Come here. Please load.
All right.
Wait.
Okay, good perception checks. Very good.
It's not loading. Please.
Well, that's okay,
Wait.
because 19, 20, 18, 20, that's pretty solid. So, and a 17, sure. All of you begin to look around. You are in an unknown world. None of you, I doubt any of you expected to be in this area ever in your lives, no matter how long or small they are. And looking around, you see nothing but endless corroded lands covered by the red ash, the sparking clouds of fire and lightning that lie above these black clouds. You see in the distance sort of volcanoes crack and erupt, and lava pours from them. And as you look around, with a 20 perception from Liam, Dodja, and a 19 from Mary, you are able to find a nearby outcropping that seems like there may be a cave that you can slip into.
Okay.
Is the terrain, how difficult is the terrain to traverse?
It's like dunes. There's a lot of crags. There's a lot of spiky mountainous regions. It's mainly like stone and dust, but the dunes are of ash. Lava forms natural rivers within this landscape, and it's very reminiscent of if the landscape before you was a sundered battlefield all around you of red stone and volcanic rock.
Mary will kind of gauge the distance. How far away is the cave from where we stand?
Not terribly far, I will say.
Okay.
But I would say, if anything, it's close enough to where you can perceive it. Like, you're not having to be like, oh, it's like a mile out. No.
Right, like it's close enough that I can see, and that we could probably
I'd say
make it
maybe
there in like
no, yeah.
a hike. But
Oh,
okay.
not even, not
Um,
even. It's just like you go
Cool.
down this sort of slope that you're on, almost avoid like a lot of the crags and rocks, and
Okay.
forge your way to this cave and just slip in.
Okay. I think Mary will kind of gauge the distance. She'll look to the other two that see the cave as well, and she'll go, Dodger, why don't you and Averon move ahead just to ensure that the cave is clear? And I'll help, Noblin and I will help the others make our way over to you. Actually, better yet, why don't you and Noblin go ahead first, and Averon and I will make sure that the others move ahead.
You ready again?
Yeah. Let's go.
Right. Wonderful. If the two of you would like to make survival, and if you are trying to stealth checks as well.
Oh, are there visible creatures about?
With a 20 perception, you cannot see.
Okay.
I'm also trying to stealth.
You're also trying to. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and-
1 survival. Wonderful.
1 survival, right?
Um,
And then I have my Cloak of Elvenkind on as well.
Correct.
And I'm gonna assume the hood's still up.
you wanted me to do survival as well?
Yeah, if you want to. I asked you both.
Yes, sir.
Nat one. But
Oh,
it's not
11.
good.
This is understandable.
I'm not gonna stealth. I have my weapon drawn.
Okay. The two of you begin marching on over. Noblin, you're trying to like sort of stealth and be sneaky and blend in with like the ash that's like surrounds the ground. But you clip on a rock and like tumble down a bit more. And you realize as you clip down, you drag some of the sand below and you catch on something. And you turn over and you just see a decayed, mangled arm. 7 fingers on the hand that stretch out to like 2 feet in length, almost like claws that just kind of sit there, and it sort of tugs at you, but it's stationary. It doesn't seem animatory, but it is a large hand.
I'm gonna pick myself up off the ground, and after just staring at this thing that I've never seen before, I'm gonna begin counting to myself very slowly. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I'm counting, and I'm walking back over to Dodja to keep moving. And I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna keep on mumbling that.
You guys keep going, and eventually you make it to the cave. With an 11 survival, you track your way relatively easy. Like, it wasn't a hard check. It was just to see if you guys would see anything funny.
You're
But
right. Nolan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm fine. It's when you fear that you're gonna die, I learned to count to 5, because you can see 5 seconds into the future. You know what's gonna happen when you know you're alive.
That's honestly, I'm at a loss for words. I'm not really good at them.
It's okay. I'm not either. It's yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4,
in the
5.
distance, you all hear this. What sounds like distant explosions. Far away, but loud enough for all of you to hear. If you do wish, some of you who are standing there, as these two are, what's it called? As these two are going towards this cave to go investigate it, the place in which you all have landed, behind you, there is a large sort of wall. It's, a wall to a, hillside, that you guys, if one of you would like to, can climb to try and get a vantage point to see where you all are at.
I'll do it.
Okay.
What do I have to roll?
Athletics check.
Can I do acrobatics?
Nope.
What? Okay. Nice cards. Wish pity on me. No! Okay.
You try and
They have
climb,
no pity.
and you just fall back onto the ash.
Damn it.
If I may, maybe our ranger should take a look as to what's up there.
You
Avron?
okay, Alice?
Atlas is gonna
Atlas?
just give a begrudging nod.
Oh, okay.
Averon
Avron.
has finally gotten up. He's been sitting down this entire time. Mayuri, since you're closest, he's visibly sweating. And he's gonna stumble over to Neve. And he's looking at the crystal.
Avron,
Huh.
do you think you could go up that hill and get a vantage for us?
He points to the crystal. Is that it? Is that the thing we fought for?
Neve looks at it in her hands and looks up at Averon. Yes.
Can I hold it?
I'm gonna say at that, Mayri is gonna put a hand on her double blade scimitar just to be safe. She's not gonna like do it aggressively, like she's just very gently gonna like prepare herself just to be safe.
Atlas is definitely watching from a distance with like a very beady eye.
You're
this
still recovering
interaction.
from falling. Like, you're
I
getting
know,
up,
but like,
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
yeah.
Can I see the
Alright.
crystal, Neve?
She hesitantly puts out her hand with the crystal.
As he grabs it, Dimitri, I'm gonna grab it with
Yes.
my hand. Is there any connection between? Do I feel that?
You put your hand on it, you grab, and you just sit there for a moment, holding onto it with the hand. There's a slight vibration to it, like a gentle hum. Like the energy swirling within it. Neve, as you handed it over, notice that it's a lot more calm than it is. Almost as if it's exhausted. After you hold on to the crystal, Veron, as you grab it, you look to your side and your left, and you swear out the corner of your eye, you see the glint of white hair. You look. Your head turns over, and you see a different visage. A warrior, familiar to you, as he sits there, looking at you and the crystal. Well, now, what do you have here that you hold with my hand?
Will this break what we have?
You think it is that simple? This. I have lived for so long, seen much, known much, killed much. I have never seen something like this. And you would place it within my hand. And you see as his hand moves to, like, his own hand. None of you are seeing this, by the way. You are seeing Averon speak to himself as he stares at this
Oh, so
crystal.
we could hear him speaking.
Yes.
Oh.
But this warrior that you've seen before, the same warrior that you saw within your dreams, steps forward. His eyes, if you wish to roll an insight check, at advantage.
Yes.
14. It is very clear that whatever this thing is, the warrior is enticed by it as he looks towards it. And as he steps further closer, you feel your grip tightening around it. And you all see, like, Averon's own grip tightening with it. And he looks and is like, the warrior, as he continues to approach. I think this will do much more than break us, Averon. Oh, yes, this could make us into something far greater. As he takes another step. And Neve.
Mm-hmm.
It's at this point that you hear this faint, like, the sounds of almost choking.
I rush up and I try to grab the crystal from Averon's hand.
Averon, I need you to make a, well, this will be technically a contested strength check. So both of you.
And can I give guidance, is it? Can I give guidance to Neve?
I would allow that. Yes.
Okay.
So
So
flat strength.
It'll add an extra d4.
Okay.
So both of you roll just a straight strength check. Not one.
Oh.
Okay, no need. As like you hear that, like, choking,
There it is.
just like this, like that. You rush over Neve and just rip it away, and then Averon, you blink and the soldier, the warrior, disappears.
What the hell was that?
Have you finally gone insane?
Who the hell were you talking to?
Get away from me. And I'm gonna wrap my cloak around my arm and move the opposite direction of where Daja and Noblin were heading towards.
Atlas is
Anything that's
following.
over there.
Atlas is following him.
Atlas,
Neve
I
isn't
don't
moving.
think-
She's gripping the crystal closer to her chest.
Mary is gonna
We
stand
on-
there and watch, like, these people start to dissipate, and she's gonna, like, look over at Liam and Neve, who are, like, obviously going through it. She's gonna watch Averon and Atlas leave, and she's just kind of gonna, like, slump her shoulders and go, okay.
Hopefully they come back soon. Because if Daja and Noblin are in trouble and they scream out, I'm sure we can hear them. But if they go too far, I don't know these lands. We could lose each other here.
She's gonna look over to Liam, and she's gonna go, can you start to bring Neve over to the cave?
He nods.
Alright, I'll go after them to make sure they don't go too far.
Neve.
And she'll begin to follow.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. Neve, give me an investigation check. Investigation or perception, your choice.
I'm gonna do perception.
Okay. Perception. 12. Okay. You still have guidance up if you want to add the d4.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Because you did not
Maybe
use it
roll a d4.
because Averon's nat 1.
First one of the session.
Oh, yeah,
I was
first,
gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah.
First one of the season!
Actually, I made it pretty far in before we got one that
Damn.
time.
True.
Yeah, we did.
14. I'll say with a 14. As you hold the crystal close towards you. You look down at it. Of course, you don't hear the sound of choking. But you swear you see just the tiniest. It's like a white porcelain crystal, jagged, of course. It has like sort of this wave, these calm waves of energy that are flowing within it. Begin can't help but feel like there's a tiny, tiny, tiny black dot. Just right in its core. It wasn't there before, in the brief moment that you saw it, but tiny little dot.
After
Alright.
looking at it, she's gonna hold it back to her chest.
Wonderful. Alright. Now, Daja and Noblin. The two of you make it to the cave that lies ahead of you. And of course, I'm going to need you all to, or at least the two of you, to make perception or investigation checks, your choice.
Probably perception.
Nice.
We're going
There
with
it is.
investigation.
Let's go. You both of you look into the cave. Which one of you has dark vision?
I have dark vision.
Oh, Dragonborns don't have dark vision because for some fucking reason 5th edition made that a thing. Anyway, Daja, I
I
need you to roll
should have given it to you before you left. I am so sorry.
And that's fine. You look into the cave. If anything, it's kind of humid. It's musty. It's got a musty smell to it, but I mean, it's small. It's not like a grandscaping cave that's gonna break out into these long tunnels and all this shit. It's a nice outcropping. Noblin. You do see, though, as you look through, you see another corpse posted up against the wall. Only bone with these decaying leather wings that slump at its side. One of them broken and torn apart. The other just loosely dangling there. But in sundered armor, it sits with a black stone tablet at its side. A weapon that is long rusted and decayed. Whatever magics that may have inhabited the sword have long but faded away, but it sits there, just slumped.
Noblin's gonna walk on over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And he's gonna stop and he's gonna 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's gonna pick up the tablet.
You is one of your languages Infernal?
Let me take another look-see for you. No, I got Abyssal and Primordial.
Abyssal.
I will allow you to make since you know Abyssal, I'll allow you to make an intelligence check to see if you can roughly translate what is on this tablet.
All right. So I got a 20.
20.
Not
You
natural.
Infernal and Abyssal share things in the sense that they're both fiendish languages. The problem is that Abyssal is more guttural, forceful, brutal, and has a chaotic nature. Infernal is very much written like if someone were to only use the Gothic font in like a lot of their like documents in like Google Docs. You look at it, it's not like discernible, but you are able to pull a few things from it. Overrun. Few in number. They are coming. They are coming. Zariel. Why?
Hey, Dodger.
Yeah.
You remember very much about the Zariel guy? Remember how many people he has?
Roll a religion check if you would. You both can roll religion checks if you wish. Oh, wow. Dodger.
Nice.
You've definitely come across a bit of, in your time wandering.
I'm a wanderer.
Few people. You are a wanderer. You've heard the name of Zariel, as she is one of the archdukes of Hell, and is also, from what you understand, one of the rulers of the layers of Hell.
All that I could really tell is there's some sort of person in charge around one of these, layers. I don't know. I'm not very well schooled in much.
So you're saying they're the boss, so we need to go talk to the boss, and then we could leave, right?
I
Let's go tell the group.
I don't think it exactly works like that, but I do know that I don't feel comfortable being split up for this long.
Yeah, I agree. I do think we should get back. Oh, before we do that, though, look at the armor. That looks like pretty good armor. That fit you?
I can't. I don't like wearing armor.
Dodge, I will say, as you get a closer look at the armor, it is pretty rusted and decayed and sundered. It seems almost like what you can draw from this being a warrior and have, faced many battles. Something crushed this plate with one blow.
I don't like what happened to this one. If it's any indication of what we may face down here, I think we should head back.
All right. Yeah.
Stay close. And,
Okay.
as long as you stay close to me, I don't think you have to worry about counting. They'll hit me first.
Thank you, Dacha. And I put my hand up to hold hands as we walk back to the group.
Dodge, make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Huh?
Just make a Constitution saving throw. Thank you. You take a step out towards the cave as you guys are making your way out. You guys grab, hand and stuff and planning on going in out. Gotcha. Your chest. You feel a pulse. It's like everything around you starts to shake a little. And you hear a voice. Who are you? 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 And then those 7 voices begin to slowly just merge a little bit. But that's it. All of those words, all of those voices saying, "Who are you?" just slowly funnel.
You didn't hear anything just then? They'll take that as a no.
What? Sorry, I wasn't focusing on counting. I was focusing on breathing.
Oh my god.
And you're going to hear these real big, square breathing. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4.
in the theater warm-up breaths.
Yeah,
you bring out
exactly.
a little straw and you're just blowing through it to try and center your breath.
Right. With my free hand, I'm going down in front of my face and I'm going, mama, 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 mama.
That's amazing. All right. Okay.
Patika.
Oh my god.
Patika.
Sit in solemn silence.
Topeka, bodega.
What's to do to die today?
Okay. So,
don't worry about
shifting,
it. We'll go over it later.
Shifting away from the cave as 2 of you begin to leave. Averon, we're going to shift back to you. And who went after Averon as well? Atlas and
immediately
Mary.
after, and then Mary was I'd say 5 steps behind them.
Averon, you are moving away. Atlas, you are following.
I'm grabbing onto Averon's cloak and I'm pulling to get him to stop.
As soon as you touch my cloak, I draw my sword.
And I'm drawing my rapier.
I am going to strike. I'm gonna try to jump over. I'm gonna strike. I'm not gonna slash you. I kind of want to advance. Does that make sense? Jump and tackle.
Okay, so you don't want to aim to strike. It's swiping to clear.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay. What I will say is, in this circumstance, both of you draw, right?
Wait.
Hold up. You already drew.
Oh, okay.
You already drew your blade, which technically, in technicalities, that's an action, but I'll use that as a reaction. So both of you draw. Mary, you see them draw. And Averon goes into try and swat back a little bit. But what do you do?
I run up and I put myself between Atlas and Averon, hands up, just Averon. You're safe. You're okay. It's me, it's Mary. You're okay. You don't need to tell us anything, but you can't be wandering off. If you need a second, that's fine. But we are currently in a predicament that none of us know how to handle. And I'm sure whoever you thought you saw was a lot for you to handle. I've been there. I get it. But you can't go wandering off right now, okay? Please.
I lower my sword, but I don't put it away. And I tuck it back in kind of my cloak. We're not safe. Not with me around.
Avron, I understand how you feel, and before you say that I don't, believe me, I do. I have a god hunting after me. So I get it. Me being here also puts us at risk. I'm sure the same could be said for any of the others. We quite literally just fought against people who wanted Neve dead. So I understand why in this moment it might feel best to separate. I'm sure Atlas had the same idea when they left not that long ago. And I'm trying really hard not to get angry with you, because believe me, after this I want to be. This is all very brand new for me, talking this calmly in a situation like this.
Mary, you told me you've never fought with the team. Is that correct?
I've never fought with a team like this, no.
I have.
Fought with...
They're not here anymore. I can't let that happen to this team.
And wandering off in hell is how it's going to make it stop. Averon, my god, my previous god, knows that you travel with me. So even if you wander as far away as possible in all the hells, unless you plan on taking down the Spider Queen herself on your own, I beg of you to stay. If not out of companionship for the people you've known for a few days and everything that we have gone through, at least out of fear that you can't handle the Spider Queen alone. Please. Just for now. Just until we get out of there. Once we get back to your world, so to speak, then if you so decide, you can leave. But we can't get out of here alone.
I'll nod, and then I'll put my sword away, and then I'll put my cloak up.
Mary will slowly lower her hands, and she'll take a deep breath, and she'll go, "Okay. Are you okay?"
I won't answer the question. I walk off into the direction towards where we were previously.
As she watches Averon walk off, she kind of just crosses her hands on her chest and kind of looks down for a moment before looking back up to make sure that Averon is going back to Liam and Neve. And she's gonna look over at Atlas and go, "That's why I got so mad at you when you left earlier. If you get out of my sight, if you get out of a range that I cannot help you in, I fear that Loth is going to be able to use that against me. I don't care how you feel about the rest of the party or even about me, and maybe it's selfish of me to use that as a way to keep Averon around. But if we're going to get out of here, we're going to have to get out of here together. I've never admitted what I just admitted to anyone. But I want it to be known that I am currently being hunted by Loth, the Spider Queen, and that unfortunately I have dragged you all down with me. So, your choices are to die and become her puppet, if that is what she so chooses, or to stay with me, where I can, at least for now, guarantee your safety." And she's gonna turn to Atlas and go, "Your reasons for not wanting to be a part of us are your own. I'm not telling you this to tell us. I'm telling you because whether you like it or not, you are staying by our sides. Do I make myself clear?"
Yeah, you make yourself very clear.
Thank you for having my back in the fight earlier. And she'll start walking, following Averon.
Atlas just kind of looks up. There's no sky there, but he's still gonna look up.
There's still the black clouds that aren't with lightning.
He's gonna
Atlas.
take a heavy breath.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Take a heavy breath. I want you to make a perception check, if possible.
Oh, lovely. Please be good. Okay.
Hey,
Nice.
My prayers
As
were
good as you can
answered.
get. Let's go.
Literally, Nat
You said-
22. Let's go.
You sit there for a moment and look up at the sky. And you just hear this gentle, I wouldn't say a song, but something on the stale breeze that surrounds you. Just a
He's turning around and following Neve. Not Neve. Miri, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So
As
sorry.
we
Miri and Everon.
as we turn back over, we're gonna very quickly
I did it now. I'm so sorry.
Avalon, as you are walking away and walking towards the cave, you hear a voice that says, "We could have taken them, you and I."
I won't let you take this one from me too.
I'm hungry, Averon.
Darv.
Oh, this is going to be fun. And the voice rescinds.
I am like visibly, Laveron's visibly sweating.
All of you,
But you know, on his cloak.
building a little bit of sweat, actually.
Mhm.
The heat
We
of it.
stinky.
It's definitely like 107. Or at least it
Oh,
feels
so
that
it's
way.
just like
Maybe-
California
Yes,
right
yes,
I
now.
take my cloak off.
Yeah,
It's basically Texas. Let's go.
well, it's like Texas if there was just like a lot more humidity and just I'd say it's more like maybe like 112 actually. It feels like it's hot.
We're
Like
living
it
in a
is
volcano.
so uncomfortably hot.
Rookie number.
Hey man, I'm not saying
but-
it's hot, but 2 hobbits just threw a ring in my backyard. So.
Liam and Neve, the two of you who are just kind of oh wait, Liam, you went to go find Daja and what is it? Daja and Noblin, right? Or
Mayri
am
gave
I-
us a objective to go find Daja and Noblin.
Ah, there you go.
And
So I will hand over to you two. Are you guys following that objective or something else?
Liam will walk the direction they were going, but
Okay.
because he doesn't know exactly where they went, as a lot of shit just happened.
Make a,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say make a survival check, if anything.
Neve is kind of in following mode.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
One.
That makes sense. It's
I will say because of that, he because he didn't know, he was gonna walk slower.
okay. That's fine. That's fine. You can take your time. Trying to follow the ground. But yeah. Liam, you can't help but feel like there's something hollow within you.
Mhm.
Almost like an empty stomach. It's just kind of there, this space that lies almost within your chest.
Yeah, Neve, you would definitely notice Liam's discomfort.
Right.
Kind of like size.
That crystal, is it? I mean, you did see what happened to Averon. I mean, you did grab it from his hand. Do you think that's going to happen to you?
Neve is gonna go, did you see the boy?
To be honest, I would like to have a very long conversation about why we're here. Because all I know is I was meditating, I felt something, went to go find you guys, and then I could not find you guys.
Well, I don't think I'm really gonna be a great narrator. I was going through a lot, but
You're fine. I think we should focus on finding a safe place first.
yeah.
It's about this time that the two of you hear sort of like the crunching and like the stepping of stone in the distance as two familiar figures begin to approach you. Dodja and, well, it's more like just you hear 2 feet because Noblin's pretty light on his feet. So.
Noblin's pretty light generally. He has a
Light
snatched
generally,
waist.
yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Body yada yada.
Oh yeah.
I'll walk over to Dodja. Did you find that was clear?
There was definitely a body in there. A dead one.
Okay.
We did not kill him.
Oh. But you didn't find anything else?
I got this tablet here.
Okay. Liam,
Read it.
Liam grabs it.
Does Liam speak Infernal?
Okay. No.
No. It is a strange combination of runes that you cannot understand.
Come on. Tell us what it says.
I don't know how to read this.
You don't know how to read? What do you mean you don't know how to read? Everyone knows how to read. Hold on, let me see it. Let me see it.
Not everybody knows how to read, but here you go.
And yeah, I'm looking at it and I go, all right, basically, I really can't read all of this either. I speak a different tongue. But basically, he's talked about there's too many, and, they were overrun, and God help us, and Zariel, and yeah, they were talking about that. They were talking about Zariel. Apparently, yeah, a lot of people.
Where the others are?
Yeah, about that. He kind of looks the direction they went. Hopefully they'll be back soon, and then we could talk about it. Yeah.
Call our group the Splitters. What do you think about that? We could be the Splitters, because that's all we do is fucking leave each other.
Let's meet up with them before we
How
head
about we
over
call
the
each
cave.
other? How about we call each other normal parents and leave?
Oh my god.
Oh
Oh my
my
god.
What do you think about that,
Oh my god.
Ignoring that, let's get to the others before we go to the cave.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, my stomach hurts. Stop.
Okay. Oh, Jesus, that was funny. Eventually, Averon, what is it? Averon, Atlas, Mayri, you guys pressed over and find your way back to where you guys started. The rest of you, eventually, all of you find your way to this cave. This little outcropping.
Obviously unaware of that joke. As they walk to the cave, in my head, I think they're walking in silence. Am I correct in assuming that, everybody?
No.
Oh,
Mm.
what are they doing? What are the noises?
No,
What are people saying?
Noblin is telling him a story about how it's a gnomish
go ahead,
play.
go ahead.
It's a gnomish play called so it's not Dante's Inferno, because an inferno sounds like a
Oh.
pretty big fire, so it's Dante's Campfire. And it's
Oh
the
my
seven.
God.
It's the 7 spots of Dante's friends who did not show up to his campfire, and so he's making all of them s'mores. So I'm telling them about that.
After Noblin finishes that, and there's just like a quiet.
And they
Because
all died.
Right. Mary's gonna look at Dodger, who laughs, and just kind of give him this like, "Why are you laughing?" But also like she wants to laugh too, kind of a look.
Those are not
but
funny.
after a, well, I don't think so. They all died. I mean, I thought it was funny, but I'm not sure if like for the rest of the, it's not to change topics, but also to kind of change topics. I've been thinking a little bit the last few days, and I actually had an idea for a party name.
Yeah?
It's not the best, but given just sort of how things seem to keep going for us, I thought the Misfortunates would work as a good name, because not only does it seem that we all come from not the best places and best backgrounds, but considering, what we were able to do in the Xenotrim layout, it's kind of a misfortune to anyone who comes across us.
The Misfortunates?
Yeah.
You want to call ourselves the Dumb and Uglies while we're at it too, or what are we thinking?
Well, I just...
I think it's a fitting name, to be honest.
I think it's very fitting.
Well,
And clever.
There's a double meaning. I didn't mean to, like... I'll just...
It's cool. You just think the gnomes are dumb and ugly and misfortunate and stupid, and
That's not what she said.
it's okay. Fine.
Not what I said.
I'd love to change the view of such a name to be the one you said, where enemies would be misfortunate to encounter us. But
They are. You saw what we
right
did
now.
back there.
That was
Can
mostly
you say that when we're in hell?
Damn right, we're gonna get out of here.
I hope so.
I'm killing a demon while we're down here. I'm just letting everyone know what I'm doing. Demon dying.
God.
So is that a no on the name then?
What?
I'm down
I
for
think
the
we should
name.
do it.
I like it. Majority
I'm in
rules.
agreement.
All right, fine. We're the misfortunate dumb and uglies. Got it.
Oh my God. No.
It's like a...
It's not.
It's a
No,
subtitle that no one
yeah,
knows.
It's a subtitle. It's right at the bottom in like
secret
fine
subtitle.
English
Like,
font.
in parentheses.
Yeah.
Only Noblin can see it whenever, the name's
It's
written
in
down.
it's in the.
It's in Gnomish.
Contract.
It's in Gnomish, yeah.
I was like, I don't know how to say that.
Oh.
All right. So, what are you guys doing now? You all are gathered within a cave. It's
Oh, we made it? Okay.
well, yeah. It's you eventually all make it and start crowning yourselves. You all bear witness to the corpse. This sundered beast.
Is it colder in here?
No.
Damn.
Damn. Damn.
I think once we get into the cave, maybe we'll kind of just like stand at the lip while the others kind of just like shuffle and chill across their arms and go, all right, I think it's best that we probably take a rest, gather ourselves up mentally, physically. I know whatever happened cured most of our ailments and potentially fix some problems that we may have had magically and whatnot, but considering the day we've had, it might be best for us to just take some time to decompress, sleep, meditate, pray,
And
and
someone
continue on in a
tell me
couple
what
hours.
happened?
She's gonna like slowly turn to Daja and Averon and Neve and the others, and then slowly turn back to Liam and go, I remember being in a lot of pain and then falling, and now we are in hell. That's about all I remember, personally. I was more worried on making sure that Neve didn't get harmed further by casting magic on her. She turns back to the others and goes,
Wish I could have hit
Did
someone.
anyone... I mean, you kind of hit a lot of people earlier, so
Yeah,
you know.
but not the important one.
Am I important? Am I important to you, Dodger? You want to hit me? Huh? You want to hit me?
My God.
There's a
I
different
don't think
list.
that's...
Oh.
I
I'm gonna send a little wink.
What?
Oh shit, I just hit my head.
I'm nodding so much. I want that to be known.
Chaos! That's what I am!
Oh my God.
All right.
But I mean, we have time if others aren't ready to. I don't know. Sorry.
Liam, you would have known if you were there.
Oh, we're doing this now. Okay.
I do agree.
And what happened when I was not there?
Well, we're here.
Lost.
That's what happened.
Wouldn't consider us losing. I think it's more just we got the crystal. That's what the goal was, right? To get the crystal and to make it out alive.
I didn't think we wouldn't be home. We should still be home. We were scattered.
I'm sorry, Averon. I understand your frustration. Believe me, I do. But I don't think us being scattered is what led us to being in hell.
If all of you were there when me and Noblin first found Neve, we could have done something.
And who left them in the first place?
Oh, we're doing this now.
I told her, and I look at Neve, not to do anything stupid.
You left them in a place that people knew who they were.
She could have followed us. Me.
Did you tell them to?
He stays silent.
It doesn't matter. It's over and done. I do agree I don't want to be here as much as anyone else. Hell, I got family over there still. And how are we gonna get back? I don't know.
Did you all see the little boy?
I'm sorry,
What?
huh?
What?
You got a little boy
All I
with you?
felt. All I felt was
Mary
searing
looks
pain
around.
before I fell through a gaping hole to where we are
Yeah, it's
now.
supposed to be-
I didn't
So
see
earth-
anything or
Don't
notice
forget
anything
about the
aside from pain.
earthquake. There was an earthquake too.
Uh,
Don't forget about the earthquake.
The earthquake opened up the hole that we've had. Okay. Not important. What do you mean, a little boy?
Well, when I had the crystal, there was this boy, like, I don't know, 8? I don't know how to tell ages. Small boy, white hair, ghostly almost, and I don't know, I think he's connected to the crystal, and he's sorry for what was happening, and I don't know, I'm very confused.
Sorry for what was happening.
Sorry for the pain we were in.
Do you mean to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, are you saying that it's possible the little boy that only you saw, caused us that amount of pain and we fell into hell?
I don't think so. I think he wanted to help us, but he couldn't. He just knew it was happening. what I gathered, I don't think he was bad.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. We don't know.
When did you see the boy again?
Before we fell.
So, while you were being tortured?
No, after you guys had arrived.
You're being tortured?
Yes, that evil man who was crushed by the dragon.
Good riddance.
The one we
I
could have saved her from. Had the group
Understand.
moved together.
I don't know that you really could have done anything.
I can tell Liam is kind of spacing out at this moment.
Okay. I don't know about all of you. I've had too much. I'm going into that cave. And I'm going to bed. The cave that we're in right now. That little cave right there in the corner. I'm going into that one. Looks kind of goblin-sized. Noblin-sized. Fuck. Let me do it again.
You want help
3.
building a bed?
Do I want help building a bed? No, it's okay. It's not a big deal. And I kick the ground a little bit.
I can stand watch while you all rest.
I'll also.
Assuming we're doing this in shifts, as usual.
All of you hear in the distance explosions that ring across. Just
Can I make a
Getting
check to see
closer?
how? Yeah, exactly. If we could. Can we make a check to see if that's in proximity, or if it could get worse?
make a perception check, I'd say. Very high DC, but not impossible.
Damn.
Atlas with wow.
Didn't even hear the explosion right there. Damn.
Dodger doesn't even know what's happening. He thinks it's thunder.
Yep.
Glassy
Big
eye,
mental
just
scope.
zoning out.
I'd say Atlas, you're the only one who's kind of been like, okay, those were more explosions compared to the last time. Yeah.
That's it? Okay.
Yep. The high DC.
It's more than last time.
Well,
Whatever that is, I'd probably be best if we did rest. Took shifts as planned.
How many did you think you heard?
You guys
10?
hearing voices too?
Maybe 15.
oh my god, stop dropping random information on us. And she's just gonna turn to Dodge and go, "Did you see a little boy too? Or like a
No.
flower or something?
I heard
Is
the
everyone
voice of the
losing it?"
boy.
I have voices. That has nothing to do with what's going on. Those have just been there.
Okay.
Sounds
I
pretty
think
on
you need to
brand.
seek help.
Seek help from who?
And today's episode is sponsored by. No, I'm just kidding.
Better help.
Today's episode is sponsored by therapy. Let's go.
Dude, that'd be so.
I know.
Well,
I was gonna look up when
You don't
therapy
mind
like
therapy
offices
service.
were invented, and I'm like, those aren't gonna be invented until blah 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 blah.
We really can't.
I'm sorry.
Alright. So all of you are planning on resting here?
No, Mayri is going to watch the full night. The full rest.
Liam's gonna go for the first part and then sleep.
All right.
Noblin is going to try to sleep and is going to be unable.
Neve had a similar thing. I think she's protective of the crystal, and so she'll lay down, but she's not gonna be able to fall asleep very well.
I'll just sing right in
Atlas
the
is gonna.
entrance.
Yeah, Atlas is gonna just like shed a couple layers because it's hot, man. They're sweating.
Yeah.
They want to at least get comfortable to be able to sleep, and is just gonna get close to the entrance where I think Mary's keeping watch. Just kind of lay there.
Mary is actually going to watch outside of the cave,
Oh,
like a
okay.
little,
Well,
like close enough.
Alice is
to
gonna
the-
be inside near the entrance, close to Mary at least. If you're gonna
She's
be outside, they're just
close-
gonna be as close.
She's close enough to the cave that if like something were to come by, she could quickly come in, but she's far enough away that she can also just like take a second for herself.
Okay.
I was just gonna sleep
All
for
right.
first watch and then be up the rest of the night.
That is if there is a night.
Or whatever rest period.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Oh God!
We're damaged. No.
Nah. Okay.
Correction, you all are damaged.
As all of you get settled within this cave, this temporary respite that you all have decided to undertake, a long journey lies ahead. Not sure where it's going to end. You're not even sure if it's truly begun. But either way, this is only the beginning. And that's where we're going to close this portion. And we will pick it back up. At least y'all will be able to watch it next week. Or at least this next segment next week.
I wonder what happens next.
Oh no! Next time on DRCK, goes crazy. Nah, I kid. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're back. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. And we're gonna see how y'all fare in hell.
Yeah.
Anyway, adios, y'all. Have a good one. Take care. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Eat your vegetables.